Sam George. And ye ain't any no share as a minister. Tabi, hold on. Ye ain't any no share as a minister. If you have a show, you know somebody minister can. Because I do for a year, no. On a penny. John Mama, a year, on a penny. Kufo, a year, on a penny. About one shell. Na Ghana for sro no kre. Me catch her part time. Me salam subanjo. Enta me ko politician me office no bisa ho. Me ma. No ala ka say ka smart man. Wana say wa bodam. Me si dan answer be minister. Me talk no be the MP. No JSS. And I mean say that me radio ni me TV no nti wonim dia be ye. Kufo two before. Ti me bobo me hu bu ho. Minuma no ye. She can say me kono me kuta me kura. Enti me say present a few to da me nka ho. Je bi ni few betumi tu no. Me obi antimi tu me. If you go ni few betumi tu no. Me few antimi tu me. Bang say kura do e kra kro ho e betu no. If you be antimi tu me because na me nim dem pesa me ye mo man. Sam George is saying, they're concentrating on education. Sam, point number one. Okuja Toria University, Oko school, or your Juma Bayas or a politician.
Exp0sed.
But time now, we're shower. Now, Uncle school. Sam, I love you, I like you, I love your skill, your ability, and your strength, the energy. But please, you gotta be careful. Hey, America from about Ghana. What's the exercise for concentrating on education? Other than this, the free SHS, I say, a campaign. Other one can say, woman, who yanti, Bibi, who ain't yan Canada. Now we are to open. Hey. So education now, Ma'am 3 years HSA, Papa. Why is Mahama planning to review? Say, I don't know, say, NDC for Crown Mamuna, we do much to Abama Mono, one with a master's degree, one with a St. John. So, one catch them, sir, young concentrated on education. Don't put a master's degree to fear into education of Groma. What are you talking about? Okay? And is it for Mama? Money now. Maybe Sam George. Mama making no for that so. OSP, Mahama said I want negotiations in them.
Wow.
It's your say. Majority leader, any minority leader, alle bill, our parliament to say yes, scrappy office of the special prosecutor and so on. Mahama se mo monye.
Majority chief boy, Dafia Mapo.
The majority leader and the majority chief whip. I want Ghana Brasha bedroom and the book krata what was said. Speaker. Agye we said the AC kwano office of the special prosecutor no e kan kwa no boy over 800 million Ghana cedis in 4 years. Yanje once na kura maye. Eti to mama say o say ye nyai mama scrappy entra ho. Atra ho agye so OSP we come so tra ho a kan ofurata on Ghana. That is the bottom line. John money now.
Zafanat Pania, didn't hear tough. Ghana for Monja DNE television, a heavy, a tough.
So the lady, what's her name again? Okay, you can even leave her name out. She's PW2, prosecution witness 2. So she works at the National Signals Bureau. She's the director of finance or something like that. During the preparation of the investigation, she was one of those who was called to Yoko and interrogated and made to write a statement. She is now prosecution witness. That means the prosecution may have spoken to her and they find that some of the material that they can use to convict Edu Boahene, she has fundamental knowledge of it, foreknowledge of it, first knowledge of it, as we say. She has the first knowledge of it. And so if she were to come to court to admit to those things, it is very likely that the prosecution will view it as being on their side and helping them, as it were, to complete the evidence against Kwabena Edu Boahene, whom they've accused of causing financial loss to the state and stealing and all of that. So when that happened, people were looking at it and were saying that Edu Boahene is in trouble. Or if his people are now going to be singing like that. So people close to Edu Boahene told us that Edu Boahene has nothing to fear. He's not in any trouble. He's not done anything wrong. Anybody, they can take the whole Signals Bureau. So long as they don't tell anything that are untrue, and they are going to do fidelity to the documents at the Signals Bureau, at the National Security, at wherever they will go, Edu Boahene is not afraid of anything. That's what we were told. Now, let's go to the courtroom and see what happened during the interrogation. And by the way, this interrogation is published, it's released. It's not a secret. We are not the only people who have it. Other media houses have it. So it's not a secret that we obtained somehow. No. It's published. And we always come here with material that is already of public knowledge. Something that's already happened in course that journalists have made notes of. It's public knowledge. All right. So let's deal with it. Where's the interrogation in court? They're going to give it to me very soon. All right. So this is the interrogation that we're going to take you through. Now, the questions are coming from the lawyer, that must be Atta, and the answers are coming from the lady, the former director. And she's still director of finance. On the 17th day of October 2025, at pages 12, 13, 21, and 22, you testified about you preparing 3 checks for signature. Do you want to recant your testimony or affirm it? Then she says, I confirm it. Okay. Question. Do you also confirm that you paid these checks into the operational accounts of the National Security Coordinator, the issuer of the 3 checks? My lord, I paid into BNC operation account. Question. Where was that account? My lord, the BNC operation account I paid into was at UMB. You used to fetch huge sums of, there's a question. You used to fetch huge sums of money from this UMB bank. Is that not so? Answer. My lord, I remember was that, I'm not sure what I'm reading. I remember that was Mr. Kwabena Edu Boahene, first accused, used to send me to the UMB bank to collect monies for him. Okay, let's move on, we'll get there. Question. And you fetch monies from UMB bank in cash? Is that not so? Yes, my lord, she says. Let's move on. Is it true that relating to national security, your special operation funds are in cash? She says, yes, my lord. Now that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Let's come to the studio 1 minute and show them. That's very interesting. The question is it true that relating to national security, your special operation funds are in cash? She says, yes. But one time we had a press conference where the Attorney General told us that Kwabena Edu Boahene carries monies in Ghana must go back in cash from bank. He carries it cash, thief. He's a stealing boy. He takes the money cash. He takes it away. We were told that by the Attorney General in a press conference. No less a person than the Attorney General appointed under Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution to be the principal legal advisor to the government. The Attorney General is the principal legal advisor to the government, not just the government, but the state, all of us. He's our legal advisor. The Attorney General held a press conference, and who are we to doubt him? We have to believe him. So we believed it, that Kwabena Edu Boahene was taking Ghana must go back. Hey, this boy, how old is he? He alone, Ghana must, Kwabena Edu Boahene, no day, someone mukasa wa onyini ye kra. Oh, na papa, fine man say, when his photograph came out, that's what everyone was saying. You didn't hear? He said, oh, fine man say, now for Ghana must go, because the learned Attorney General, the principal legal advisor to the government of Ghana, appointed under Article 88 of the Constitution, ought to be believed because he's an honorable man. He took the oath before Parliament. He ought to be believed. And he said that Boahene has taken money in Ghana must go back. He told the whole Ghana. Didn't the Attorney General know that that's how they operate? The Attorney General. He's been Deputy Attorney General before, a Member of Parliament. He's Chairman of committees. He's unaware that in Ghana, is it true that relating to national security, your special operation funds are in cash? The lady says, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Bevlo Latte, in cash, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Baba Kamara, John Mahama, in cash, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Francis Poku, John Kufuor, in cash, yes, my lord. National Operation Fund, Akufo-Addo, in cash, yes, my lord. All national operation is in cash. But the Attorney General, principal legal advisor to the government, was unaware. He looked at it as the way that we are also looking at it. Anybody who sees Ghana must go bag their money would think that it is stolen. That's how the Attorney General looked at it. But in courts, the Attorney General has been told, the judge has been told that this cash matter, there's nothing to say about it. That is how we do our work. That's all. I don't know whether somebody is a thief or somebody is not a thief, but if we are running a republic, we must at least have fidelity to the flag. Speak truth because of the flag. You speak truth because tomorrow is coming and the next day is coming. So you don't come and say things that you are either not personally disposed to or something that's just said to be destroy somebody. Dangerous. And it can always come back. Dangerous. Let's move on. It says, so please put it back on the TV. Let's all read it. Next one. Question. It says, you confess to this honorable court that you are in the business in preparing the budget of the national security. The lady is being asked. That's the question you can see, the third one. It says, you confess to this honorable court that you are in the business of preparing the budget for the national security. She says, yes, my lord. Then question, kindly tell the court the constituents of such budget and where you deliver them to. He says, my lord, the constituents are compensation, goods and services, capital expenditure. Okay. It is also the case that relating to your budget, as explained in the preceding answer, your releases concerning the budgetary year are effected in March and sometimes in April of the year. And then she says, yes, my lord. Let's move on. On an account of late budgetary release, the national security may not have the requisite funds for its operations. Is that not so? He says, yes, my lord, it does happen. Also introducing another matter. He is saying that sometimes the national security itself, sometimes they don't have money for their operations. They don't. Sometimes they don't have money for their operations. The whole national security, how do they get these monies for their operations? Let's look at it. She says, it does happen. Question. And it is true that to enable the national security roll out its operations, you find monies outside budgetary sources. She said, my lord, that discussion will be beyond my level, and I will only see it when it reflects in the account, but I will not know where it comes from. That relates to special operations. Fantastic. She's saying that, yes, they don't have money. And she's being asked that, do you know that if you don't have money, national security will co-opt money from somewhere? He says, oh, that one is beyond my level. I don't know. I'll just see the money come into the account. And that's what they do with special operations. She's talking. She's not a politician. She's not NDC. She's not MPP. She works at National Signals Bureau. She's a civil servant. She's talking. Okay. Another one. It is question. It is also the case that relating to your budget, as explained in the preceding answer, your releases concerning the budgetary year are effected in March and... Oh, I've read this already. Oh, I think I shifted it. Okay, question. And it is true that to enable the national security roll out its operations, you find monies outside budget. So you say, yes, my lord, that discussion will be beyond my level, yes, and I will blah, blah, blah. Okay, question. But certainly, your accounting mind ministers to you that the monies you use before your budgetary release are outside governmental sources. Is that not so? She says, yes, my lord. So, this is where we are. the lady at the National Security accepted that monies are paid in cash. National Security accounts is cash, Ghana must go back. That the checks were signed by the National Security Coordinator. That before the National Signals Bureau came in, it was National Security Coordinator who signed it, etc., etc.
I didn't know about an anopay.
No, many.
To buy a
See, I did quite a bit through a monana, a bomb. To say, a papa. The tenant I was so. I a woman. I know. Oh, papa, I the same. A yepa. You see, woman, they come. No, be. Today, by 7 to make him kind. Hey, and I'm some kind of Bible. And I'm seeing it. My Bible, dear, dream. The mother was so. That was it. It is a bit to feel none and near for it is so. Who will be or Exp0sed, the person I will catch her. The Americans are one fast threatening today, the Quran. Now, about so far, women in draft on room. Oh, no, I said, oh, no one drink. Nay, man, or one. Now, what you so young, one. I met. It is a oh, chair the Paminumias, a quay, and there are some of a catcher and the Paminumias. Oh, Michelle will be a sir. My conscience is set on your uncle border to see. Would you one more turn your horse, almost as of happy? What do you name? Do you name? Oh, pie. On Shadan charge you say, go up on the echo, ye say, or be more broke a crab in arm. One way I military, I will say, I dear Merco, dear, how be I to be free? Sure, you. I have 4 more. Emma, me or buy my money. I was fine, said 3 weeks in one, but now 2 minutes and one. Now 2 minutes, and Emma ever to agree, Conom yet. And then, Papa said, once and a day, oh dear dance, and to work also to fear our near friend. A tetiso, when you're glaucoma, or shall dear woman black, what I saw, but I can say, baby, a Tontonia. Who will do her also person for appear now a year, first also. Be able to buy when I said, a residential, or this is Amen.